Hey everybody, and welcome back to Football Manager 2016 with me, GW365. If you joined us last time, we won, did we? No, we drew 2-2 with Stockport County, which turned out to be a decent result after being 2-0 down, and we came back to 2-2, which was very good. Since then, we've played 4 games. We drew both of them 0-0. Very exciting stuff, but we've won on penalties. If I just go into this one here, I want to try and show you the penalty shootout if I can. There was no goals, so I can't really show you them, but if I go into the key highlights and just skip to the back, it was basically the last 4 penalties. We were winning up until like late on. Pablo Mills made it 3-2. We were actually going to go 4-2 up here, I think. Let's quickly show you this. A tight game, of course. As you can see here, Brooke coming as a sub just basically to take the penalty. That was fine. Alex Baird apparently is our best penalty taker with 10 penalties. So he took the first one and scored with great aplomb. But this is where 4-3 you're thinking all we have to do now is score and we win. Downey lets us down. And you're going to see why I'm showing you these highlights here. Because really, in my opinion, we should have maybe lost. And it is because of not this one. He scores here. That makes it level pegging. Brown. I think he misses. Yeah, that's right. Yep. Then watch this. This is for us to lose. Greenslade. With the best penalty in the world. But what the hell happened there? Did you see that? Ridiculous. And then Payne made it 5-4 to us on the night, on the penalties. And then Ferguson stepped up. And Baird doing a funky little dance, stuck his right hand down to the ground and then runs away like with like a tensed motion, a bit like similar to Balotelli when he played for Italy at that time. Look at the injuredness as well. 2 players injured, which wasn't good. So we'll exit this highlight here, and we'll go back to our schedule because for some reason it's gone to there. So that was that. Then we lost 5-2. We were 2-0 up as well. I was absolutely disgusted with this. If I show you now, goals, we're 2-1 up. I went, oh, you're doing well, keep it up, whatever. You know, told them all that I had faith, and these are the goals as they came. I don't know what happened, but this, we were 11 shots to their 3 at one point. They just, second half, they were just all over us. But Cole, new signing, I'll go into him shortly. That kind of sounds wrong, but I will show him shortly. Sounds a little bit better than go into him, because that's kind of... Yeah, sounds horrible. One key reason why we did so bad, you can probably see up here, 4.5 rating here. Probably going to play his last game unless injuries come in, because it's just not good enough. It's not been very, very good at all. As you can see there, we scored another Phillips getting his 7th goal of the season, to say that he doesn't even play in that position, i.e. midfield right, not attacking midfield right. They pulled one back just 10 minutes before half time or so. Connolly getting his 4th goal of the season. It's funny, on my other save, Gloucester actually got relegated. I haven't quite finished, I've got 2 games left, but they got relegated with 2 games to go. And this is what happened in the second half. Harrison with an awesome header, right knocked down for Parker, who finished brilliantly. Great assist, Harrison. Awesome. And that basically just gave him that springboard just to pile a lot of pressure on us and have chance after chance, as Andy Gray used to say, which I know is probably horrendous. Not entirely sure what Baird was doing there, but he allowed Connolly to score again, which is very disappointing. Was the same guy who scored again. And then, out of nothing really, a loose pass. Blake's for some reason stepped over the ball and let it roll underneath his legs. That happens all the time in football, at whatever level. I'm not entirely sure what happened here. I think it was pass it straight to him. That were it. Yeah, the new guy obviously not gelling with Hodges. This was not long after the extra time and penalties, so we did have a weak inside, which probably was the reason why we struggled in this game. And yeah, Flynn cleared away, Parker nodded it on to Smith, and Smith did the rest. Jonte Smith. Good name. Jonte. Yeah, so Baird kicked it to Downey. I can't remember this one either. It's only happened not long ago. It's just I was intending to do like 2 hours worth of recording. Oh, there we go. Sinclair just letting him in, and then he scored, and that just made me put my hand in my hand, my face in my hands, because a simple header like that should not be getting missed by any defender. I don't care who you are, unless you're literally 2 foot tall and you're running backwards and you're trying to jump it backwards and head it and it's just too high. That was a straightforward header and he just misses it for no reason whatsoever, and it was, like I said, very disappointing. 5-2, probably one of my worst results I've ever had that's been in a league game in the same league as what you're starting. Obviously I got paggered 5-0 by Scunthorpe, but they're in a much higher league, so I kind of accept that. But 5-2 in this league, despite being, predicted to finish 22nd, it's not acceptable. Then we had the FA Cup first round. This is the reason why I didn't choose this game, is because it was against Salford, who are obviously a lower league team. As you can see here, we were 1-0 down. After having about 6 or 7 chances, they scored pretty much their first chance. Let's go ahead and see the goals. And obviously, Salford, the giant killers at the minute in real life. I don't know if they've played their replay against Hartlepool yet. I don't think they have. But yeah, I think they knocked out something like Plymouth or something. I don't know why I've got Plymouth in the head. But yeah, free kick played in, Lomax in, acres of space. Hodges showing his inexperience and crap marking capabilities with his 6 by just running out of the way. I don't know if you saw that. By all means, rewind and have a quick look at that goal there. But in the second half, we came out firing because we scored pretty much straight away. Hodges turning from villain to hero as he crossed a decent ball across. Phillips headed across for Payne into the middle, and he did the rest. Shelton Payne playing up front in this game because of injuries. And Ryan Brook playing a reserve game just before. That's hence why he's on 77%. I don't think he came on because of that reason. And then we got the winner. Brown, a decent ball to Downey, just taking a corner, swinging a deep ball. Didn't go out of play. Payne chasing a lost cause proves exactly why it's good to do so. Because things like this can happen. Like they can tackle you and clear it away, and go on the attack, get tackled, because that's what clearly. But you plan to do, let them attack you before you score. No, it's just basically, it is always good to chase lost causes. I was used to do when I was fitter and younger when I played football. But yeah, good bit of build-up play. Blake, not the best in terms of star quality. In terms of when you look at this stat, says otherwise. But in his position, he's like classes like 1.5 star, 2 star. In the role, but his passing ability is pretty good. And Payne, obviously scoring again there, getting his 2nd goal of the game, proving to be the match winner. So that was that. The only other thing I need to mention is a transfer. We are spending a lot of money on wages, unfortunately, but transfer history. We signed Baird, which I think we saw him last time. He conceded 2 goals. Yeah, that's right. Adeyinka Cole is a new signing. Is a left midfielder who can play as a wide midfielder, the full pie chart. He is only 2.5 star, but technically it's still better than what we've got, because really I want D to Downey playing at left back. That's the main thing. And then Hodges can cover both positions, so could D to Downey. So I'm happy with those 3, unless someone exceptional with like 4-star ability or higher comes along. I'll go all out to try and sign him. But as you can see, this guy isn't actually that bad. If I go to wide midfielders, tackling lets him down, sort of, but I'm not really that fussed. Finishing is only 3, which obviously is a bit of a letdown, but if he's just getting on the end of crosses at the far post, he should have no issue scoring whatsoever, because it's just basically tap-ins. But that was one of the key reasons. Crossing is pretty good, and first touches are always a nice bonus as well. Have I got another? I did have a look at a couple of strikers, but none of them seem to be that good. Or if they are, they're quite expensive and I can't really afford them. There was one I tried to sign, but the maximum I can offer for a non-contract was £35 per game, and he wanted about 100. And even then, I tried knocking it down to 35, and we were having none of it. Even put everything else to 35 because that was the highest I could go. I've tried to sell Ryan Brook and John Hunt, but I've even asked them to try and find clubs, but no avail. As you can see, injuries piling up. These two got injured in the same game with exactly the same injury and expected to return in exactly the same time. One positive is Andrew Bridges is nearly back, 3 days time. Has declined slightly in certain areas, which is a bit of a shame, but it should be good when he's back. But Shelton Payne's been leading the line. Well, he led the line in the last game. He did quite well. So I think what we need to do is just need to have a quick look and see if we need to make any changes. I don't think we do. If I'm being completely honest. Ryan Brooks played again because it's my own fault. But after this game, Andrew Bridges will probably be straight back in the substitutes area, if you like. I don't think we need to make any changes, so we're just going to get straight into it. Matthew Flynn and Omar Sinclair are definitely the preferred choice in the defence. Horan can play there. He's not the tallest. He's definitely a backup cover. I wouldn't have him in the other position. However, Sinclair is he's no weakling neither. He's got 13 strength, so he might be alright as well. I did actually have Horan complaining about lack of football. I said you are like a new signing, so you can't just expect to waltz in. And he took that bait, so I'm happy because I didn't really want to lose him. And bear in mind, he's not on a non-contract because I did give him and Sinclair permanent contracts for a year. So I'm hoping that we're going to be able to do something. Oh, one last thing I did want to check before I do this. I'll just do the team top first. It's just reminded because it says bad run here. In the league, we have been fairly poor. Cup competition, we've been doing alright. If I just do this, and I just want to quickly let's click a player. Look at the table. Now the table says we're 16th. It looks like we're doing pretty poorly. But 3 wins will throw us up to here. The 3 games in hand I'm mainly calling. We've got 2 on them, 2 on these guys. So maybe not there, but maybe around this sort of area here. 8th, 9th. So we're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. We are only 1 point off the relegation places, 2 points off the bottom of the league. And there's still a long way to go. We're not even at the halfway stage yet. We're probably about the 3rd stage. In fact, we're just past the 3rd stage. So we're not in a brilliant position, but we are going to try our best to get a result here. So yeah, it's the same sort of tactics as before. So there's not really anything to talk about. I have used North Ferriby, and in the other save, Ryan Kendall. I'm sure it is Ryan Kendall. Yeah, Ryan Kendall, he was the top scorer, so he is definitely going to pose a massive threat to us. So I'm kind of a little bit worried about him. Adam Boulder used to play for Oldham and Rochdale, I want to say. Answers on I would say on a postcard, but not really. If that's like ye olden times, his postcards, just let me know in the comments or something if that's correct or incorrect. I think he'd definitely play for Oldham. I want to say Oldham, mainly for the fact that I seem to remember him playing against Leeds when Leeds were in League One back in the day. Well, I say back in the day, back in 2007, I think it is now. No, it can't be. That's when we got relegated into there. But yeah, it might have been that sort of time, 2008-9. No, this is a real eventful game. Lots of chances. I think it's actually set on key chances as well. Yeah, so it's not just it's key chances. I suppose we could put it on extended, but it just means the videos take a lot longer, unfortunately, which I know is a bit of a cop-out. Maybe some of you do like it, but I know the last couple have been pretty damn long. But that is a very nice goal from the 3 finishing Cole. Adeyinka Cole. Welcome to the team. Into the league team, should I say, because last game he scored as well. It's 2-2 in league competition. Peeling off his marker, which in this case is Emerton, which is a bit of a surprise. He's a very good player, is Emerton. For this league, anyway. It says he's like 4.5 star for this league. That's when you are North Ferriby, who are more likely to succeed than Curzon Ashton in their goals. So yeah, it wasn't the worst first half. Worst first, that's kind of hard to say, one after the other. But things are going well. But I know Ikeaness doing even better, but only one person really responded to that, which kind of disappoints me. So we just, as usual, we say I've got faith in you that you can improve. No one's playing badly, so I can't really bollock anyone. Same as no one's really doing exceptionally well. 8 out of 10 I'm calling exceptionally well at half time to passionately praise them, which is the way I do things. If they get over 8 out of 10, passionately praise. If they get less than 6, aggressively bollock them basically and just say you're doing shit. That's the best way I can describe it. But into the second half, we're 7 minutes in, 8 minutes or so, and still no real chances. I'm happy though, because it's 1-0. I will take this all day long. A 1-0 win. If it means flying up that table. Again, Ty Phillips with an assist. He's a top scorer at the minute, I think with 7. And like I said before, he doesn't play in the actual position, but he is starting to learn it. I think he's unconvincing, I think, now in the midfield right position, whereas normally he's nothing. It's ineffectual. But this is dangerous. The injured border crosses in. For Denton, Tom Denton scores. Some pretty shoddy defending from Atkinson. I really should have been making some changes because Liam Blake is clearly tired. Alex Brown is decent at passing, so he takes over in that role, and we put Jack Horan on to try and strengthen the midfield area. However, we are struggling for options up front, and Shelton Payne, I could do with moving him onto the left. I'm going to have to bring Ryan Brook on, and it's not ideal. I really don't really want to be playing him. I did end up getting him cup tied, not that it matters because it's the FA Cup and most teams in this league will be knocked out early doors, so it doesn't really matter about him being cup tied. However, I could do with someone better than him. I've used him in on the other save. He's not that good. I think he got 10 goals using a different tactic, and he excelled in that, but everyone else was shocking. I was getting beat at least 3-2 or 2-1. I was always getting beat. So that tactic testing didn't quite go down well, and that's when I found this tactic, which works quite well. Not amazing, but quite well. And I think I'm probably going to make another change, and it might be a bit of a strange one, but I'm going to bring on... I'm going to leave Ty Phillips on. Am I? Because Kevin Blow did well last time he played on the wing because he's got a bit of pace about him. But so's Ty Phillips, but he's not really done anything apart from that assist. He's not really done much. Simon Woodford, I think, is going to go onto the right back position because he can get forward. He's got a decent cross on him. It's just not the quickest, but he's stronger, so he can maul people off the ball. Hopefully, he's like a poor man's Micah Richards. Not quite as strong though, but he's determined and works hard and aggressive, and he's quite fit in the physical sense, not the attractive sense. Before you get any ideas, you dirty buggers. So this is increasingly looking like it's going to be a draw, which kind of is disappointing. I am going to try something here. I'm going to say get creative, and hopefully that works. It has worked in the past once or twice in about 30 games, so it is a bit of a long shot, but it has worked once. So if it's worked once, it could work again. Chances are it won't, but it looks like it's not going to do here. It looks like a game full of excitement and lots of chances is going to finish up 1-1. As Woodford even. Edward Woodford. Woodford chips a ball forward to Brook, brings it down quite well. Brown now, there's 5 seconds to go. All you want to do is get it forward, but no, let's go backwards and sideways. Yes, well done, lads. In fact, no, just give them the ball. So another draw. It's 2 draws in a row on the videos front, and as you can see, Dieter Downey had a bit of a mare, 6.1. But and if it's below 6, am I really going to get annoyed at them? And just to keep morale up, I'm going to say unlucky, because they played better than them. It's not really the response I was hoping for. I was hoping for all green, or at least mostly green. So it's kind of disappointing, but never mind. So we're going to leave this game. We're in 17th place, which is highly concerning now. We're still only 2 points off safety. Well, not off of safety, from relegation. But yeah, it's going to be a bit of a shorter one for us. We've not won a game in 5 games in terms of the league. We've drawn 3 of them and lost 2, so it's not good form at the minute. But hopefully we can turn it around. I'm going to try for the next game, because hopefully we'll get some better players. Because there's a bit of a rule here, and if you have stayed as long as this, then good on you for starters, and thank you very much. But if you get to like December, January time, you'll find that players that haven't got a team yet, that are technically far too good for your team, they'll be that desperate for football, they will be willing to join your team. So that is basically what happened on my other save. I'm getting some guy called Petu Cruz, which I'll just type in his name. He'll be currently out of this guy here. He'll probably be currently out of team, and I signed him on my game. He's actually got different stats. That's crazy. Random stats. Because his dribbling and it is mine this, but on the other one, his finishing and dribbling is both 12. His heading's still 12. His finishing's still 12. And his work rate is only 7 on the other one. His vision's the same. His teamwork's only like 9 or something like that. His off the ball is better as well, because I think it's only 8. I think he's still going to be worth a punt, but he's not as quick. He's 12 and 12 as his pace and acceleration. But his off the ball's a bit better. Finishing and heading are the key ones. Passing's only 5, whereas it was 7. So yeah, it's fluctuating a little bit with regards different things. But he was released by Leeds last season, and if I try and approach him now, he's probably not. Oh, he's actually interested, but I don't think I can. I can't afford him at the minute. Most I can offer is £60. So we're gonna have to have a look at that coming up to the transfer window. I'll probably try and get him closer to then, if I do decide to go for him. He's like regarded as like a 4.5-star player from my own experience. Anyway, going on to the next game, I'm probably going to call it the FA Cup second round because it's against Torquay. Yes, they're not in League Two like they were last season, but they are in the Vanarama National League, and they've still probably got some players that they had when they were in League Two and above. It's been a while since they were in League One, looking back to 2004-05 season when they were in that league, and they looks like they managed to get relegated by being in 21st, which is kind of unlucky. It's the 4th relegation place. But their key player is going to be Dan Butler, who's a left back, which is pretty good. Usually it's a striker. It's normally the player to look out for. Their goalkeeper's the best hot prospect, so we'll have to see how we fare against them. I feel quietly confident if we can keep them out. Look, we might be able to take them to penalties again. I would like it not to be that case, if you like, but chances are that seems to be the way we're doing it at the moment. I believe we've done it twice on this save. No, I think I did it on the other one. I got penalties on that one as well. I won that one as well, surprisingly. Long way in the season to go, as you can see. Bit strange. I've got a Bradford pack, having you like the first game's there and the second game's there late on. I thought that was due to games getting postponed or something like that on my other save, but never mind. So yeah, but it's a bit mixed since the 6-1 win, since the tactical change, and obviously the first game of the season we won 2-1. So we had to see a loss, as in via commentary. But hopefully I've enjoyed this video. Not quite as long as the other ones, but hopefully still enjoyable nonetheless. And hopefully you'll join us for the next one, where it will be Torquay in the FA Cup second round. Hopefully we can get to the third round and draw one of the big boys. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully you'll join us for that, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.